Tomorrow, Republicans face their first electoral test since the November election. In Wisconsin, the majority in the Supreme Court is up for grabs. And in Florida, voters will decide who fills the 2 seats vacated. One Matt Gaetz and the other Mike Waltz. Joining us now, here in New York, the chair of the Republican National Committee, Michael Whatley. These are, in Florida especially, these are must-win votes for the Republicans. And yet the polls show them to be much narrower than you would expect from these Republican districts. You getting nervous?
Not at all. Republicans are going to be able to win. They're going to be able to hold both of those seats.
I knew you were going to say that.
You know, look, I think the big thing that we're looking at right now is the Democrats' spending in these races, in all of them, Wisconsin plus Florida, is completely out of expectations in terms of what you think that they would be bringing into these races, because they are so desperate to change the narrative from Washington, D.C., where President Trump is dominating the headlines every single day, that they really, truly want to try and get a win. But in Florida right now, what we're seeing from the early vote and absentee votes, we feel very good that we're going to hold on to both of those seats.
It's a referendum on Musk-Trump. The 2 elections in Florida. It's a referendum on them, is it? Well,
and it's also a very low turnout special election. This is not just off year, off cycle. It's off month. So, you know, we are going to see what happens in a very low turnout and who's going to be motivated by their base. The president's been involved in this race. We've been involved in these races. And I feel, you know, very good that we're going to hold on to those seats.
Let's talk political violence, because I think it's on the rise. I went to listen to what New Mexico Democrat, American Congresswoman Teresa Leger Fernandez, this is what she told her constituents about pushing back on federal funding cuts. Roll it.
How are we going to respond? Because people keep asking about me, what do we do? What are you doing? What more can you do? And we have a 3-pronged project. Legislate, litigate, agitate. And you guys are part of the agitate part. So don't feel like we are hopeless or helpless. When we express our outrage, and it is universal, they are forced to put it back.
I do want to point out that she walked back those agitate comments. She posted on X that political violence is unacceptable. What can be done about this, Michael? Because I do think political violence is on the rise, and I think it's very dangerous.
It absolutely is. You look what's happening with Tesla across the country.
Yep.
You look what just happened in New Mexico. This is a direct result of the incitement. The language that we're seeing from the Democrats right now, the fact that she is the only one of the Democratic Party who has said anything about the New Mexico firebombing.
Nobody else has said, hey, you Democrat, knock it off.
Not at all.
No leading Democrat has said, that's wrong, knock it off.
Agreed. You know, and we are very concerned. Thank God nobody was there that night. Thank God nobody was actually hurt in the attack on that. We haven't had people that have been hurt at the Tesla dealerships with the violence that's going on there. This is not acceptable. And really, truly, the American people are going to recoil at this type of political violence.
At your level, you're chair of the RNC. Has any leading Democrat reached out to you quietly to say, here's what's going on? Anybody?
Not a one. Not a one. And I think
would you expect that? I don't know whether
I would expect that, and I'll tell you this. I think that any Democrat who does not call these out and does not say that this is completely unacceptable has to own the fact that their rhetoric is causing these actions.
Got it. Michael Whatley, thank you very much for being with us in New York today. Always good to see you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.